exactly what I sold in September. So here you go. Here's your chance to see. Thanks for stopping by, guys. I want to say hello to all the new subscribers. I got a ton of new subscribers lately. Thanks to Courtney from Bolo Buddies. Thank you, Courtney. You're awesome. And if you are one of my regular subscribers and you're not watching Courtney from Bolo Buddies, make sure and check out her videos. She's got a ton of awesome reseller content. And she has featured me on her channel several times, which is so awesome. She's so cool to do that. And I want to start doing a little bit more of that too. So I want to tell you guys about a reseller channel that I really enjoy. It's Old School Picker, Chris the Old School Picker. He's awesome. I'll put the link to his channel down in the description, so you can go check him out. He makes a lot more videos than I do, so if you want more reseller content about what sold, he talks about what sold in almost all of his videos. So he's a really fun channel. He sells a lot of the same type of things that I do, yeah, he seems like a really cool guy. So go check out his channel, Chris the Old School Picker. Okay, today I am going to be going through all the stuff like I usually do. Remember that I don't pay much for something, so if I don't say how much I paid for it, it's $1 or less usually. If I paid up, I'll let you know. Any paper, stickers, paper dolls, ephemera came from that sale that I went to last summer. I'm still listing stuff from that sale because I bought hundreds and hundreds, maybe 1,000 items from that sale. I don't know, I bought a lot, but I'm looking over here at a bin full of stuff still from that sale that hasn't listed. So anything like that came from that sale, so I paid pennies for it, you know, 10 cents, 25 cents, because everything was fill a bag. And yeah, to me, how much I paid for something isn't as important, because if you find something, it's not going to be the same price. Mostly it's what it sold for. And I do have to say that this month I had a lot of low dollar sales. I've been doing clearance sales. So sometimes you can see with the strike through, like right here, you can see the strike through. I took an offer. Sometimes it shows when I have stuff on sale, and sometimes it doesn't. I don't know why, but anyway, I've been having sales, been trying to clear some stuff out, make some room for more stuff, because, you know, buying's the best part, right? So yeah, lots of low dollar sales, which is okay with me. I mean, I'd rather have high dollar sales, of course, but those low dollar sales get you through between the high dollar sales, right? So yes, some people will look at some of my sales and go, oh, you're selling stuff so cheap. Well, yes, some of this stuff I've had for a while. I'm trying to clearance it out, or you know, sometimes you buy things and you comp it and it looks great, and then once you list it, it just sits for whatever reason. So let's get started. All right, so I've got this coat. It is for an Ideal Chrissy doll, and it's sold for $10. I have some greeting cards from that ephemera sale, $9 for a lot of 6 Cupid doll cards, and these were used cards, so they had writing in them. But I knew someone would want them for their collection. I specifically collect strawberry shortcake, as most of you know, and I don't care if there's writing in the card. I love strawberry shortcake greeting cards. I have hundreds of them. There's tons more that I need, and I don't care if there's writing in the cards or not. So I know other people don't as well. This was a kind of cool sale. This is a vintage Old Spice set. So old like gift sets like this, especially with men's cologne and stuff, these tend to sell pretty well. I do put disclaimers in any of my old health and beauty items that they are for collectability, not for use. And if people are still using them, you know, that's up to them, but they, I'm sure, don't have the same smells and stuff like that. So anyway, this was an Old Spice set. I paid 50 cents for it at an estate sale last year, and I sold it for $35. These cute reindeer here, they're plush. I picked them up at a garage sale for $1/4 for the 3 of them, and they sold for $23.50. This is a little Barbie booklet that sold for $15. I'll typically pay $1 or $2 for these. I did buy a bunch at a doll show that I went to last spring for $2 each. This is Fisher Price 1978 dollhouse decorator cards. So in 1978, Fisher Price came out with a dollhouse, and this is one of the things that came with it, where you could cut these little things out and place them all around in your dollhouse. And I got a few of these at a sale a while back, and so this set of 2 sold for $8.50. I bought this Pluto Scentsy Buddy at a garage sale for $5, and he sold for $28.50. And the Scentsy Buddies that are like, well, any of the Scentsy Buddies, as I understand, sell pretty well. I've seen other people sell them. This one, and I sold one I think last month that was a Goofy. Those are the first Scentsy things that I've ever bought, and they both sold for pretty good money. So I'm going to be keeping my eye open for those. This is a Tammy pajama, Sweet Dreams pajama top that sold for $10. Most Tammy doll things are tagged inside, but they aren't all. So a lot of times people get them mixed up with Barbie clothes and stuff. But Google Lens is getting a lot better about finding like doll clothes. At first you just only showed regular clothes, but it's getting better. So I did I was able to find out what set this went to because of Google Lens. I'm pointing at it with my finger like you can see. I always do that, and you guys cannot see where my finger is, but here's my little pointer. This is a Hallmark Christmas ornament, Grandchild's First Christmas, from 1983 that sold for $6.38, so that's clearly on sale. I do like to pick up older babies' first Christmases. Some of the older Hallmark ones do really well, but Grandchild's First Christmas, I guess, isn't the best. Here's one of those lipsticks. Again, I went to a sale last summer and bought a ton of vintage makeups and lipsticks and different things, and this is one of them. I almost sold out of them. I have, maybe just a handful left, and I had a couple hundred, so those sold really well. This one went for $11. And this was an old newspaper Christmas supplement in the German language, so that really makes the sale a bit more difficult. It's from 1903. I thought it was pretty cool. I got it in a bunch of other ephemera, so I only have a few pennies in it. I think it sold for $5, so not a great sale, but that's okay. This was a great sale. This was The Final Word. I know I talked about this last month and even the month before, but these are this is about this big, little electronic box. You push the button and it swears at you. It has 4 swears. Not going to tell you what they are, but a friend of mine picked these up for me at an estate sale. She didn't feel comfortable selling them, but I was like, I don't care. And so they cost $2 each, and I don't know why there's a strike through on this one, because this one sold for $75. This one sold for full price. This is a Stuffy's Dragon. I bought a mystery box of plush from Donatella Bottolino, and this was one of them, and he sold for $12. And then this little Pooh Bear baby top from the 90s sold for $12. I had a Halloween jointed jack-o'-lantern. These Halloween paper die cuts, a couple of years ago they were so popular. Right now they're not nearly as popular as they used to be, but this one sold for $14.02. This is a cute little hanky I got for $1, and it sold for $4.50. Ooh, I do not like selling things for that low. I don't really like selling things for less than $10, but sometimes you get a lot of things, and I figure, okay, $7, $8, whatever, I have it, I might as well list it. I'm not gonna buy any single item that I could sell for less than $10, but if I get stuff in lots, which I do quite a bit, then I will list it. But I really don't like selling things for only $4.50. This is a Reynolds Wrap holiday sticker sheet. This was promotional stickers, so I thought they would do pretty well, and they sold for $10. Princess Diana postcard. This sold for $6.38, and it's like a paper doll postcard. So again, anything paper doll came from that ephemera sale. These are 2 vintage Betsy Clark Hallmark Easter greeting cards. I had written down on my notes that I was going to list these for $20, and for whatever reason I put $10 on them. Betsy Clark stuff usually sells pretty well. I'm pretty confident I could have gotten $20 for these, but they sold like right away, like within 10 or 15 minutes for $10. So someone got a good deal, which I'm happy about too. And some Susie Zoo stickers that sold for $8. This cute little Shirt Tails card, I cannot, so there's the cartoon of Shirt Tails, and then even before the cartoon of Shirt Tails, Hallmark had like Shirt Tails cards and stationery and stuff like that. And the pre-cartoon stuff I really like. The animals and stuff are really cute. They kind of remind me of like the Critter Sitters, and I cannot resist those early Shirt Tails and Critter Sitters. I love them. So I picked this up for $1 at a shop that we went to recently, and it sold for $7. And then here's some more cards. Somebody gave me a whole stack of cards, so I listed these 3 80s cards. I mean, there's pictures are super 80s, right, for $8, and they sold right away. This cute little tin high chair, I bought in an estate sale. I paid $4 for it, and it sold for $36 in about 2 or 3 weeks. Super cute for like a little baby doll, like maybe a 6-inch baby doll. This is a little Boyd's mini basket. I found this at a sale recently. I paid $1 for it. I wasn't really sure how much it was going to sell for. I actually got 2 of them, so I listed them for $8 each. One sold for $8, the other one sold for $7. And then this is a comb. It's a DuPont Lido comb, 9-inch comb. I like selling health and beauty items, and people like their old combs and brushes and stuff. And you know, sometimes you see, I don't like really to sell like a used hairbrush, but a comb you can clean up pretty well. So I bought this comb for $1, and it sold for $18. And then this little Hannah Montana doll set, I bought at an estate sale for $6 for the set, and it sold for $45. This was a cute little Prince and the Pauper Wishbone, little dog, the little detective dog Wishbone from PBS. It's like a little kind of Polly Pocket set, you know. The book is kind of like a compact. It opens up and it has all these little pieces. And that sold for $35. I paid $10 for that. I bought 3 sets, and I paid up for them $10 each. But I figured 35 from 10, it's not bad. These 2 napkins here are some of the ephemera that I like to sell, and ephemera is not always big money for sure. I kind of get myself into these, I love the paper things, but they don't always sell for much. But these 2 Jack Dempsey restaurant napkins sold for $13. And this little t-shirt, it's a San Francisco cat shirt, cool cat. I bought this at a garage sale this summer. I just thought it was cool. I picked it up for $1, and it sold for $13.50. It's a kid size shirt, but it is a vintage 80s shirt. But I just thought it was a fun graphic. And then this is a Ginny doll outfit on the card. I paid $5 for this, and it sold on sale for $14.02. These are some cat paper dolls. It's just a single page. It sold for $9. This set here is Hello Kitty, a little house, and it had all the figures and the furniture and everything. It was a really neat set. I paid $8 for it at an estate sale, and it sold for $50. So that was a good sale. Some more greeting cards from that pile that somebody gave me for free. There were 5 cards in there. There's a couple of duplicates. They sold for $9, and I got a real nice long message from the buyer about how they like this artist and this style, and telling me about their collection and everything. So that was really cool. This next one here are World War II paper dolls. They're kitty cats and puppy dogs, and they have like military uniforms and Red Cross uniforms and stuff. That was a really cool set. That sold for $11. And here's another Jenny doll clothes outfit that sold for $16.50. Some Barbie boots that sold for $8. And these are 2 vintage Pico Pay toothbrushes that sold for $12.50. And this cut and sew fabric panel is a Halloween kitty cat that sold for $13.75. These Strawberry Shortcake flip-flops sold for $8.50. They were part of my collection, and when I pared down and got rid of a lot of the newer stuff, these were one of the ones that went up and were listed. This little cute doll here, she is an F&B doll from, well, she's a reproduction of a vintage F&B doll. She's Patsy, so she had her little heart tag here, and she's got ice skates, and I bought her at Goodwill for $3.99, and she sold for $25. So my Goodwills, they usually have, almost all of them, for whatever reason, they must get so many, have a porcelain doll section. Usually it's like right at the end of the toys, there's a big wall of porcelain dolls, and she was in that section. So that's probably why she was priced lower, because our toys at our Goodwills are getting to be crazy. Like plush is like $7.99 to $19.99. Gone are the days of buying something for $1.99 in the plush section at our Goodwills anyway. This is a neat health and beauty item. Again, from that same sale, I paid $2 for this. It's a Woodberry Beauty Blended Lotion. It's just a really cool shaped bottle. I thought it would be really neat, and that sold for $20. Here's another cut and sew fabric item. It's a Halloween smock that has like skeletons and witches and stuff on the front and the back. It's an kind of interesting 80s idea that you would wear a smock for Halloween instead of a costume, I guess. But and I've had this forever. I thought it would sell at Halloween quickly, and I just had it forever. So it was on sale for $14.45. These are some Sandy Lion stickers that I just recently got for free, and they sold for $14 in the package. And this little Wally and Eva action figure set I bought for $4 at a garage sale this summer, and it sold for $20. This is a vintage Taboo perfume cologne scented candle, and this sold for $16. I bought it for $1 at a garage sale. I do like to sell vintage perfumes, and Taboo is one of the ones. It doesn't sell for a lot, but it always sells for me. So when I saw this candle, I was like, somebody's gonna want this, and it did sell pretty quick. And here's another card that I got for free. This is a little Ziggy St. Patrick's Day card that sold for $7.50. I got these 4 Jack and Jill magazines from that same ephemera sale, so still pennies into them, $10 for the 4. If you have things that are lower price and you can lot them up, a lot of times that's the way to go. You're not going to get as much per item. Like I could have listed those Jack and Jill magazines for maybe like $4 each. Like I said, I don't like to only sell things for $4 each. And I could have, waited a long time and individually sold each of them and made $16 instead of $10. But also I have to pick them 4 different times. I have to pack them 4 different times. I have to make 4 different listings. I have, so it's worth it. Sometimes you have to think not only about the money you're going to make at the back end, but about your time also means money. So is it really worth that extra bit? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. So for me, sometimes I try to lot things up. I don't do it as much as I should because I'm also usually thinking about that money at the back end. But if I don't spend as much time picking and packing and shipping things, I'm spending less money on supplies and I have more time to list, right? So you got to think of it that way. And I have to train my brain to think of it that way too. Dr. Scholl's insoles. I bought a bunch of these at an estate sale. I thought they looked interesting and they were from the 70s. And I paid, I think, 25 cents a piece for them. I think this is like only the second one I've sold, and it sold for $7.50. But they're listed, so they're going to sit in the box forever if they have to. These two postcards I got for 5 cents each at a sale, and they sold for $6.80. This cute little Snoopy, he's supposed to be flipping a coin. The coin, of course, is up in the air, so it's got to have a wire on it, but I bought him at a sale for $3 and he sold for $17.50. This cool Whammo frisbee I bought at a sale for $1 and he sold for $17. It sold for $17. I don't know why I assume a frisbee is a he. 2 Halloween pillows that I got for free sold for $15. This fun set of dinosaur lapel pins. I bought a whole bunch of sets of these years ago at a sale, and I really thought that they would sell faster, and I don't know why they still haven't sold faster, but they you get 8. So if you're in the market for cute dinosaur pins, I got you covered. Check out my store. You get 8 of them and they sold for $14. This is a flashcard set. For a while these were really popular with scrappers and ephemera people, and they really aren't as much anymore. And this I think was one of my last holdout ones that I had picked up and didn't sell. So this sold for $9. This last month I made a big buy of artist teddy bears. So I saw an auction on one of the estate sale companies that is local, and they had a bunch of artist teddy bears, which is not something that I know anything about, but all the bids were starting at $2 each. So I was like, okay, well, I'll check it out and I'll do a little research and see. So I ended up bidding on almost everything in the auction, and I won 20 bears, and I paid an average of $4 each for the bears that I got, which was crazy low price. I don't know why people weren't bidding against me, but so I paid $84 for 20 bears. And the first one that sold here is, maybe this isn't the first one sold. Have you seen other ones? Maybe I had some last month. I don't remember. Anyway, this gal sold for $125. And she is a mohair bear. And she is by artist Jerry Williams. So some of these are artists where there wasn't any listed on eBay, and thank goodness I had WorthPoint, otherwise I would have no idea. Yeah, I mean, and the gal, when I thought I was going to pick them up from the people that auctioned them, the estate sale company, but I wasn't. I went to the gal's house who collected them, and she seemed to be pretty sad about letting them go. But I promised her that they would get to good homes. So this was a fun one. She's kind of a tall one, 16 inches. They're big. They're made of mohair, usually, most of them, or actual like mink or, you know, some sort of fur. So I'm learning more about artist bears because I'm doing pretty well with them so far. And then next we have a pair of Tammy shoes. I did a video several months ago about a Tammy lot that I bought, Tammy doll lot, and this is one of the pairs of shoes from that. Some more paper dolls. These sold for $10. This poor little gal, she's a pajama bag from the 40s or the 50s. She has like a plastic face, and then her body is plush, and then down her like skirt area there's a zipper, and you put stuff in, you know, pajamas or whatever for taking to your friend's house. And she was just in really bad condition. I bought her from a sale for $6, and it was in like a really dark room, and so I didn't realize how bad her condition was or how dirty she was. So she sold for $10. So I probably even lost money on her, but hopefully somebody will get her and clean her up and fix her up a little bit and have a really cool doll. This How to Use Trigonometry Slide Rules book I got for free and sold for $8.50. Here's another Tammy outfit. I bought this actually at a different sale, and this outfit sold for $22. The Tennis Menace. And this awesome Snoopy Jim Shore figurine here sold for $75. I bought him for $3 at the same sale that I bought that one where he's flipping a coin, you know. Jim Shore stuff can do pretty well. So if you find it, look it up, and you can usually tell. It's kind of hard to see in this picture. Let's see if I can open him up and show you. Jim Shore stuff usually kind of looks like it's quilted. So you can see here where it just kind of looks like quilt squares on the side of him, and it looks like carved wood even though they're resin. They kind of look like carved wood, and that quiltiness. Let's see if you can see it on the other side. No, you can see like the carved wood here and stuff, but there's not a whole lot of that quiltiness on this one. But this one sold for $75, so pretty good. And these are some vintage doll nylons, and they sold for $10. Just these little dolly nylons, $10. There's another pair there. Those sold for $9. And then some more greeting cards. These are also used greeting cards, Holly Hobby ones. Those sold for $11. I love to pick up old catalogs, and I was at a sale and picked up a couple of Sears home improvement catalogs. So it's not the whole big catalog. It's just, you know, maybe 40 pages or something like that of like wood paneling for your walls in 1977, or that linoleum that looks like brick for your kitchen floor. So that sold for $10. Here's another Snoopy figurine. This one sold for $15. This is just a Hallmark one, and this is a cute little elephant that's like a little rocking horse, and it has like the little bell inside, so it kind of jingle jangles. That sold for $10. Here's another one of those artist bears, the Wanda bear. She's a clown, a little clown, and again, $4 I paid for her, and she sold for $115. Here's another one of those artist bears. This guy he's 21 inches. He was big, and he's a panda by Veronica Dueling. The company's called Barely Legal Bears, and this one sold for $100. This is the last of one of my, I bought like 4 or 5 boxes of Build-A-Bear Cubscriptions, so I assume it's like a monthly box of Build-A-Bear items, and they actually did come with a little plush. It's not like a full Build-A-Bear, but it's a little plush. And like this one actually didn't have the plush in it, so that's probably why it took longer to sell. But it came with a hoodie for you and for your plush. It came with gloves because it was a wintertime one, and a little light and a little bag. The boxes are really cool. If you ever come across those Cubscriptions, they're actually pretty neat. So I paid like an average out, I paid about $10 for each of them. Now this one only sold for $20, but the other one sold for like 40 or 50, so it worked out. This over here is a Saw Cinemark popcorn bucket. These sell out really quickly when they do popcorn buckets. Some of them are real popular, some of them are not. I knew this one would be. I don't know why this says $63.75. This was not on sale when it sold. It actually sold for $75. So not sure why it shows that. Here's another one of those artist bears. This one actually is by the artist Ted Menton, and this sold for $300. This is a 16-inch mohair bear. And if you don't know what mohair is, it's actually like it's like a wool. So when you see teddy bears, you know, higher end teddy bears, and you can kind of look at the hair, and it's not, if it's not real thick, and see like the rows of hair, you can kind of, it's kind of hard to explain, but look it up on Google, what's mohair, and you'll see. But these are jointed bears, and they're all handmade. Some of them I only knew, well, this one had a tag, but you can see this tag here is handwritten. So that's how artisty they are, that someone is one of a kind making these bears with their own hands and then handwriting the tags for the bears. So and then this kind of mohair that has the different color at the end, it's called tipped. So that's a good keyword. If you have a mohair bear that has like orange hair with black or brown at the ends, that's called tipped. Anyway, this guy sold really quickly, and he sold for $300. So that was pretty good. This Santa Claus here also was, so a couple of the bears weren't bears, they were actually Santa Clauses, and this is one of them. He sold for $200. Super awesome. This action figure over here, this is a Dark Horse Cyberpunk 2077 action figure. I don't think she's actually an action figure. I think she's kind of molded into place. But she was pretty cool. I went to a garage sale this summer, and they had a few of these. They had them for $5 each. They had several of them, actually 6 or 7. I only bought 2 of them, but they've both sold now for $35 each. So I guess I should have bought more. They were kind of big. So this fun Bert and Ernie set I bought for $1 each, and they sold for 15 bucks. And this cute Treasure Trolls guy, he sold for $22. Some more paper dolls sold for $9. This Holly Hobby granddaughter card is actually a paper doll card, punch out paper dolls, that sold for $20. This is a random sticker that I got from that ephemera sale in a big group of stickers, that sold for $8. And this little guy I picked up at a sale a couple of months ago. They had a bunch of Easter stuff, and I picked up some of the vintage candy from that sale, and I picked up some little tiny plushies, and this is one of them. He sold for $10. This is a Run DMC reaction figure. I thought this was really cool. I actually picked this up at Burlington Coat Factory. I guess they don't call it Burlington Coat Factory anymore, but because they really didn't have any coats in the store, which I thought was interesting. But I used to work there years back, right out of high school. I worked at Burlington Coat Factory, and it was like, you know, 75% coats back then. And even in the summertime, I worked there through the summer, and even in the summertime, it was like 75% coats. And now when you go in there, it's like 1% coats. But I guess they did change the name. So But I bought this for $5. It wasn't in the greatest condition. It sold for $12. So I just thought it was really cool. And I didn't want to leave it there. Estee Lauder, this is a little comb and mirror set. Just another vintage comb. People like their vintage combs and brushes and stuff. I sold an Avon brush, I don't know, like a year ago for $85 that I bought at a garage sale for $1. It was brand new, unused, but it was from the 80s. $85. Imagine paying that for a brush that you like. Yikes. Okay, I'm fine with it. Come see me, I might have it. Anyway, this set sold for $20. And then this little teddy bear here is, she's a Barrington bear. Usually I wouldn't necessarily even look up something like this because I know a lot of these like Boyd's and Barrington and the brass button bears historically haven't gone for a lot of money, but they have been out there for a long time now. This is from, well, this one says 2009, but a lot of these were selling in the 90s, right? And so some people are nostalgic for them now, so some of the prices are going up. Not all of them, certainly not all of them, but this gal, I paid $3.99 or $4.99 for her at Goodwill, and I looked her up because I wasn't really finding anything else, and she sold for $55. So that wasn't part of that big teddy bear sale. This was just something I found at Goodwill. Postcards, 2 postcards from a doll museum, $12, paid 5 cents each for that. Some Wind in the Willows paper dolls, again from that ephemera sale, that sold for $11. And then this is a couple of pages out of a Sears catalog. Planet of the Apes, Mego, Lone Ranger, Carson City, lots of fun boy toy kind of play sets that sold for $15 for just the 2 pages. This is another Holly Hobby greeting card that sold for $23.50, and this is a cute little 1977 die cut snowman. He sold for $11. This set here, it's called Magic Prints. It's actually from Japan, and it's like rub-on transfers. It was an interesting set. Anyway, there's like 3 pages here, and they're double-sided. So there was actually a bunch of cool stuff in this set, and that sold for $20. Here's another popcorn bucket that I bought. This one is from the Birds of Prey Harley Quinn movie, and that sold for $23. I picked this up at a garage sale for $3. Another Holly Hobby greeting card from the ephemera sale, $18.50. And this is a cute little Lady Lovely Locks pixie tail, and that sold for $8. Betsy McCall Fashion Designer. This is a little set of, it comes with that, like, you know, really thin paper so you can trace the dolls and make little Betsy McCall outfits. That sold for $15. And this teeny tiny little Tammy doll memo book, I think I sold one of these last month too. This sold for $11. And then here's a restaurant menu that sold for $18.50. And probably next month I'll have more menus to show you, because I also bought a bunch of menus from an online auction too. So I'll have a bunch of those to show you hopefully next month. This is a set of bingo cards. I bought these. It's a big old thick stack of them. I bought them at a garage sale for 50 cents for 3 stacks. And somebody made me an offer of $10 each. So this says $15 because that's how much I had them listed for. But I actually sold all 3 of them for $10 each, so I got $30 for that. And then a Barbie paper doll book for $12.50. Barbie stuff still selling. This is a Garfield Avon comb that sold for $10. This is a cute little girl's swimming suit. I literally had almost, well, I was going to say hundreds, almost 100 of these swimming suits. I bought 88 swimming suits at Goodwill many years ago, possibly 10 years ago, for $1 swimming suit. They were all brand new from Target, and at the end of summer, you know, and I have maybe 3 or 4 left still, but this one sold for $7. And this is a cute little Dudley the Wonder Dog sticker from Hallmark. He sold for $8. Charles of the Ritz nail polish, nail dust. This sold for $8. And this is a cute little Fernwood School yearbook. So it's from the year 1936, but this is actually the elementary school that Beverly Cleary went to, the children's author, you know, Ramona and Super Fudge and those. Wait, did she write Super Fudge, or is that Judy Blume? Anyway, she wrote the Ramona books. So she grew up here in the Portland, Oregon area, and this is the elementary school that she went to. This is not when she was in elementary school, though. So I made that clear in the listing. That is from her alma mater, but not her year. And then the last thing that I sold in September were these little bookends. And these, I believe I took an offer of $15 for these. I picked these up at a sale. I just thought they looked interesting, and they were $3. And they comped at about $20, so I thought that they would be good, but I actually held on to them for a really long time. I thought they're really cool looking, though. Anyway, so they sold for $15, and you get a little sneak peek at October 1st. I sold a Halloween die cut, and I believe I took $11 offer for this one. Okay, guys, that is everything. That's everything. I sold it all. No, I didn't sell it all. I wish I did. That'd be awesome. But I did sell quite a bit of things. The artist teddy bears really saved the day this month on a lot of low dollar sales. But like I said, those low dollar sales keep you going between the high dollar sales, right? So if you made it to the end of the listing, give me a little pumpkin emoji. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Make sure to check out my friend Chris over at Old School Picker. He's awesome. His channel is a lot of fun if you want more reseller content and more what sold content, because he does it in every video, almost every video. And he's just a cool guy too. And I will see you guys next time. Make sure to comment down below. Give me a pumpkin, or comment whatever you want to comment. I will respond, I promise. Like the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I'll see you next time.